Welcome back to Make Money Online. Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have terrible luck in cryptocurrency all week. No matter how hard you look around the internet, there's not much respect going on for altcoins in general, and especially XRP. The monopoly of Bitcoin over the crypto industry is waxing stronger the more it rises. Altcoins have not in any way been laid back. They've been on their own enterprising runs. They're consistently keeping up with Bitcoin at their speed. It may not be fast enough, but it is progress regardless. It's highly anticipated that at least a high number of altcoins, if not all, will one day provide the stiff competition that Bitcoin needs in the crypto market. Analysts tend to make a calculated analysis of the combined effects of some altcoins over a specified period to track their progress as well as their contribution to the overall standard of the industry. Though Bitcoin has the highest market cap in the crypto market, the combined market cap of all altcoins is not to be underestimated in any case. This chart provides a most recent analysis and prediction about altcoins' market cap trend analysis. It combines the market cap of altcoins such as Ether, XRP, Tether, Litecoin, ADA, Bitcoin Cash, DOT, Chainlink, and others. The chart shows an exploding pattern for the total market cap of the altcoins. The trend pattern is sandwiched between a series of blue lines placed strategically to show resistance where the trend is expected to break through. It also shows the space between two different blue trend lines overlaid by another which acts as a barrier for the pattern. If the trend breaks it, it's expected to surge into the upper space in between both trend lines. It will rise as indicated by the red arrow pointing the surge towards a whopping $121.8 billion from its current value of about $95.4 billion. This chart shows a prediction covering altcoins such as Ethereum, XRP, and LTC against Bitcoin. It dates back to 2019 and it predicted a proposed breakout of a new alt season. It buttresses the basic point that when a major shift is about to happen for altcoins, it doesn't just happen for one altcoin but others too. The lack of faith of some crypto experts in altcoins such as XRP may cause them not to see the bright side of these charts. After all the big losses and big drops, we expect at least some rebound or bounce. XRP is probably one of the most underrated altcoins around. Despite having amassed quite the huge amount of market capitalization and holding a position as the third largest cryptocurrency in that capacity, it was even reported at some point that it briefly surpassed Ethereum as the second largest cryptocurrency. You probably didn't know that before, did you? Yet you hear comments declaring XRP a product of a scam or fraud. Its large base of loyal investors has seen it standing strong through the most difficult time since its inception. It's perceived to be a struggling cryptocurrency, and many have convinced potential investors that despite the number of years the coin has spent in the industry, its value is not as high as the counterparts that came after it. It is easy to forget the basics, and the fact that XRP stands out among other cryptocurrencies in terms of the manner of operation. It's not necessarily a payment option for making daily transactions such as buying groceries or clothes. It is viable for this end, but it has not been evenly adopted by the populace except its primary users, which includes Ripple and its host of financial institutions that make use of its RippleNet system. While some crypto experts are yapping about just how bad things can go for XRP, especially if fall exchanges choose to delist it, pending the judgment of the lawsuit by the SEC, crypto exchange GateHub announced Tuesday that it's not going to delist XRP despite Ripple's current legal struggle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The exchange says that it's going to do away with a controversial cryptocurrency, only if it's deemed a security by the court. This is good news to see some exchange holding out for the cryptocurrency. Because of the SEC's charges against Ripple, major exchanges and asset managers have rushed to ditch XRP. GateHub in turn claims that XRP is a utility token, and the exchange itself hasn't witnessed any improper conduct on Ripple's side. The exchange issued that if the SEC had issued any guidance whatsoever that XRP would be treated as an unregistered security years ago, it would not have proceeded to build a business within the XRP ledger ecosystem. It would have meant that they were doing business with a fraudulent organization. Therefore, they have quite the conviction to go on with the trading of the cryptocurrency until proven otherwise. Earlier this month, Uphold made a similar decision not to halt XRP trading, with the exchange's CEO implying that the SEC could hurt investors. The exchange feels there are other issues much more deserving of the attention of the SEC. Another major benefit has surfaced from the use of the XRP ledger. As announced by Ripple CTO, following a decision of the OCC made recently about allowing banks to hold cryptocurrencies for their customers and provide services to crypto businesses. Another step towards crypto regulation and legalization made by the OCC recently was the permission for banks to run nodes for public blockchains that support stablecoins and use USD-based stablecoins for payments. The Ripple CTO says that the financial institutions can use the XRP ledger for issuing their stablecoins, and the new platform called Issued Currencies can help them do it. Issued Currencies is a program that can be used for creating and managing any digital asset, as well as stablecoins. To do that, an issuer has to set up an account and select the configuration options they need to create a particular stablecoin. Ripple CTO promises that stablecoins can be created easily and securely and have low business risks. To create a stablecoin, a bank does need to connect to an XRPL node on premises or using the bank's cloud infrastructure. The issuer needs to set up a wallet, choose a desired stablecoin settings, and submit a configuration transaction to the XRP ledger from the managing account. Also, it was stated that XRP may be used as a bridge currency for direct exchange of various central bank digital currencies. Ripple believes that in the future, CBDCs will be widely used for settling cross-border payments between banks, and that banks will be needing a neutral asset to bridge transactions where different stablecoins will be used. XRP lives up to the multiple requirements for that asset. XRP's price was on a downtrend as we entered 2021. However, while all the price development was undone in mere weeks, if not days when observing the cryptocurrency's price movement, XRP seemed to be preparing for a comeback. Consolidating in an ascending triangle, XRP's price was eyeing a surge of as high as 100%. This surge would have the potential to push XRP to its levels before the announcement of the lawsuit. This chart shows the prediction of XRP's market cap. It documents its dip below the yellow rectangle, which now represents its support level. A red arrow is there indicating its potential fall right through the yellow area as we go through 2021 from 2020. Following the SEC's lawsuit, its progress was affected massively as indicated by the red candle, but the coin recovered as its trend bar changed to green and it's positioned to either follow the red arrow in a steady consolidation, or it hikes up following the trajectory of the green arrow as it surges past the 15 billion mark towards as high as 60 billion. If you ever come across news that says XRP is dead, you might want to reconsider and get your facts right. Since January 10th, the price bounced off the strong resistance line and began to fall. The price was able to break through the zone and reach the support level. As we can see, the level did not miss the price. The price stayed near the line for some time and it bounced off it. Now the price is near the zone. In most cases, the price kept the zone and pushed upward from it. Expect that the price will bounce off the zone again and begin its growth towards the resistance line. As for me, this is a profitable growth and a buy signal. Traders stand to gain a lot from this high potential if they can adopt a stop-loss method. Here we have the current XRP chart. At the bottom, we have a close look at XRP in late 2016, early 2017, just before it exploded. You can see it broke out above the pink falling resistance on both times. It also has fallen below the 200 days MA in black on both times. I just showed in a Bitcoin analysis how there's a lot of evidence to suggest that Bitcoin could fall 36% more from current levels to the 61.8% retrace at 22,100. If that happens and we apply the same decline to XRP, it would take XRP exactly to the pink trend line again. I find that extremely fascinating since I've been watching for XRP to return to the pink trend line again after failing to rally above the 200 days MA. That would be the same as what happened in 2016-2017. On the 2016-2017 chart on the bottom, you can see that a very rough-looking inverted head and shoulders pattern was formed below the 200-day MA and above the pink falling trend line. If we see something similar here, that would be a clear sign that history is repeating itself. In 2017, what followed was a 75,000% bull cycle. We hope you found this video informative. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that notification bell. XRP's price is on the mend. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you next time.